Today, I'm going to tell you 6 traits that my father told me about becoming a man. Strong character. Make a character in your mind that you aspire to be like. Before you start to take random advices, you need to think about the person you want to become. Think about what he does in which situation, how he thinks, how he does everything. Take a pen and a notebook. Now write everything you know about your future self. Another thing you have to do is write down what you don't want to be. I know no one likes negativeness, but you can use that negative feelings to your advantage. Doesn't matter if anyone agrees or not, all of us know that negative energy is stronger than position energy. You can use that energy to drive you through this rough journey. Take responsibility. People these days just want to blame others for everything, even if it is their fault. They won't admit it to themselves because it is the easiest thing to do. But taking responsibility is really important. If you just keep thinking that every bad thing is others' fault, you will never become a man. In fact, the situation you will be in is worse than just being a boy. You already might be feeling pathetic because you think that everything is others' fault and you can't change it no matter how much you try. But that's an absolute lie. You just need to stop blaming others for everything and take action to make the future better. Remember, you cannot take pride in winning if you don't take responsibility in losing. Be confident. Wherever we look, we just see unconfident boys. They are always afraid of doing everything. Some people are afraid even when talking, walking, or while doing anything. But there are some people trying to profit out of these problems of other people. Surely you have seen those videos where YouTubers say, "Do this and you'll be confident. Walk like this to look confident. Talk like this to look confident." These things might make you look like you're a confident man, but deep down you know that it's fake and not permanent, and you are still the same person who just wants people to not think bad about you. Think about this for a little. Isn't this just pathetic? So, the question now is, if none of these work, then how can you be confident? The truth is, being confident is pretty straightforward but hard at the same time. What makes you confident is what you have achieved. If you wanted a good body and you did your best and did all the hard work needed to get that strong muscular body, then you will be more confident than the guy who just wants a great body, but doesn't do the hard work. That's how confidence works. As I said, this is pretty straightforward but also hard. If I tell you this simple, you need experience and achievements to be confident. The basic and common things I suggest you to do are join a gym or exercise in home. The goal is to get a body with great shape so that you can be proud of some things. Read books which will give knowledge. And of course, you won't be scared about a thing when you know everything about it. The third one is most important. It is boosting your testosterone. It is a really important thing. So I will make a dedicated video on this topic. Control your emotions. Emotional men are weak. In this era, children in school are being taught to be feminine. They tell the kids to express their emotions freely. But all of us know why it is bad for them and the society. When a boy doesn't know how to control his emotions, he harms others in many ways. They sexually harass people when they feel horny. They kill people when they feel angry. This might sound exaggerated, but this is what's happening. As a man, if you let your emotions impact your work, your purpose, your life, then you are not gonna have a good life. What men need to do is being aware of their emotions. They don't let the emotion decide what to do, but they are aware of the emotion they are having. A man can distinguish between his emotions. When he feels an emotion, he knows what he is feeling. Maybe it is anger, maybe it is sadness, but he doesn't let that control him. Stopping instant gratification. Stop fapping and playing video games. Wherever you look, you will see people who fap every day, and most of them do it more than once a day. There are some dumb and so-called modern people who say it is okay to masturbate, but do you know how much problem it causes? After some years of fapping, most of you people will notice they now have erectile dysfunction. Let's say you can barely hold yourself fapping for 2 or 3 days and you don't have the risk of erectile dysfunction. But do you want to lead this pathetic life where you imagine a girl, or worse, you see some pixels in your phone and fap of a girl who doesn't even know you exist? And this is not the end. By watching porn, you train your brain to watch while some other man fucks the girl you wanted to fuck. This is literally what's happening to the boys and the so-called men of this society. Even spiritually, fapping is considered one of the worst things to do. You have 100 million sperms in each milliliter of your semen. Each sperm is capable of becoming a child. Now just take your time and think about what you are doing. That's why you need to start no fap or semen retention. To keep the video small, let's only talk about no fap for today. There are so many benefits of doing no fap. You have more strength, more confidence, more mental clarity, better focus. I will give you a special tip for no fap. You can use many apps and softwares to block adult content in your phone and PC. There are many apps and softwares which can help you with your no fap journey. 6. Become disciplined. Discipline means doing the things that you need to do no matter how you feel. This is one of the most important traits a man needs to have. But the weak one within you always wants to stay in comfort. When you want to exercise, it tells you, maybe I will do it later. When you try to do important work, it again tells you, maybe I will do it later. That's what you need to change first. If you can change it, I can guarantee you that you'll be unstoppable. So, how can you fix this, you ask? I will answer that in one sentence. Don't bother listening to your inner, weaker self and just do whatever you need to do. Because this is such an important topic, I will make a dedicated video on discipline so that you can conquer yourself before conquering the world. Right now, most people in society are weak, and they want others to be weak like them. So, if you don't want to stay a weak boy forever, you should join this YouTube tribe of ours. Show love towards your group and the friends. By the way, if you like the advices, you can hit the like button. It just takes less than a second. And if you know someone who is suffering in his life, then sharing this video with him might help him a lot.